Luo Feng's origin system is still different from the ancestor's life core. The ancestor's life core is born inherently. With evolution, the life core advances step by step. The life core encompasses the mysteries of many Tao's, endless energy, and even the soul. Therefore, once the life core shatters, the ancestors must perish. The lords, clearly without fatal weaknesses, naturally Luo Feng would not create a fatal flaw for himself. After comprehending the mysteries of the origin, he created the origin system most suited for himself. Luo Feng's origin does not encompass the soul. It merely accumulates endless energy. It does not have the capability to evolve, nor does it contain a soul. It's a simplified version of the life core. In terms of a single origin, it is far inferior to the ancestor's life core. But if there were billions of origins, the thickness of life power would far exceed those ancestors. Strip away weakness, extract strengths, grasp the essence. With the primordial as the foundation, the mind as the guide, life and death interweaved, transforming into the origin. The billions of origins themselves cannot evolve. Luo Feng doesn't need them. As a cultivator, their strength lies in penetrating the essence of power. Tao is immortal. Then the Lord is undying and undying. This time, it is far more perfect than the previous 15 avatars. It should definitely advance further toward the primordial life and death Tao. Luo Feng, despite failing tens of millions of times, does not believe that he will succeed this time. But as long as he can make progress, success is getting closer and closer. Land of Origin. Brother Qianlang can break through from high-level primordial life to world-level primordial, and even comprehend the bloodline to break through. Truly remarkable. Three figures gathered together, drinking and chatting. A man with curved horns sighed and said, "It's also luck, just happening to encounter a primordial bloodline exceptionally suited to me." Qianlang humbly said, remaining modest in front of world-level primordial beings, for he knew this was probably his limit. Comprehending world-level primordial bloodline over 70%, Brother Qianlang has a profound foundation, with prospects to achieve world-level primordial perfection. Another elder with a red nose praised. Qianlang smiled faintly. He always pursued comprehension of the bloodline over 70%, just for the hope of reaching world-level primordial perfection. Of course, this was also his limit. It was heard that those fusion Tao cultivators, before jumping out of the braided cage, even with such low mental operation speed and comprehension, comprehended multiple world-level primordial bloodlines. The potential for comprehension is far stronger than Qianlang. Those fusion Tao cultivators, when walking the bloodline path, except for the Lord Naigu, could not become lords. Qianlang, who cultivated from high-level primordial, saw no hope of becoming a lord. Brother Qianlang is the 186th world-level primordial along the bloodline path. The man with curved horns said, "The bloodline path has also birthed Lord Naigu. We might create miracles, and a lord will emerge. Brother Guanyu, you have high talent. You might have a chance." "I have no thoughts at all." The elder with a red nose chuckled and said, "I dug deep into the bloodline potential to become a world-level primordial. As for Lord, I dare not even think. I dare not think either." Qianlang said, "Brother Guanyu, you are a fusion Tao cultivator. Your talent is far superior to ours." The man with curved horns chuckled. Before jumping out of the braided cage, he comprehended 5 types of world-level primordial bloodlines. After becoming a world-level primordial, the immense life-level elevation allowed him to easily comprehend hundreds of world-level primordial bloodlines. This is quite a common standard among fusion Tao cultivators. Like Lord Naigu, Starlight Lord, in the weak state before jumping out of the braided cage, could comprehend hundreds of world-level primordial bloodlines, proving terrifying comprehension potential. Brother Qianlang, after becoming world-level primordial for several epochs, has Lord Yuan never summoned you? The man with curved horns asked. No. Qianlang also felt somewhat uneasy. The lords have countless avatars, long-term stationed avatars at the land of origin. The man with curved horns pondered. Even if they are out fighting, it still does not affect them inviting some juniors, nor affect them handling some ordinary affairs. The emergence of new world-level primordial life is quite an important event. Why has it been delayed and not addressed? The lords naturally have their arrangements. We need not worry. The elder with a red nose smiled and said, "We just need to follow the lord's arrangements." The man with curved horns was slightly taken aback, then smiled. Yes, follow the Lord's arrangements. Qianlang nodded. As a newly promoted world-level primordial, yet always unarranged, his heart was always suspended. Land of origin, beside the dark lake. 7 lords gathered here, waiting patiently, waiting for the turning point of this war to appear, waiting for their future companion to appear. Ham, Yuan, Jin, Wulan, Minghuang, Naigu, Starlight, Mo Man. 7 lords simultaneously looked toward the primordial island. A breakthrough. Yuan's eyes filled with unconcealable joy, having walked all the way from the weakest period of the cultivator camp. At that time, the entire cultivator camp was food for the innate primordial life camp. He could only shelter a small area by himself. Step by step to today, every birth of a lord made Yuan happy. Luo Feng's arrival represents another powerful existence in their cultivator camp. Wonderful. Jin laughed. The face with silver scales originally cold now displayed a radiant smile. Since being received to date, the actual time of seclusion is just over 25 epochs, yet he has already broken through. Starlight, he is much faster than you. Fast is good, fast is good. Starlight smiled and praised. He just became a lord and is still quite immature. But as a lord of primordial life and death Dao, the path he follows is destined to adept at frontal combat than me. Starlight exists across past, present, and future countless timelines, aiding the cultivator camp significantly in spacetime. His assassination also poses a headache for the innate primordial life camp. But frontal combat requires a sufficiently powerful life form, sufficiently terrifying attack. He actually broke laws with force, Wulan's side, just like the Starlight. Yes, break laws with force. Minghuang, Naigu, and Mo Man were all emotionally stirred. As lords, they understand the significance of breaking laws with force. Aside from the Starlight Lord, the other 6 all first became world-level primordial life forms, and only then, leveraging their cognitive, observational, and comprehension advantages at this life level, comprehended the Tao of the primordial level. However, those who break laws with force are the weak beings under the braided cage, forcibly comprehending the supreme Tao of the primordial level. What kind of comprehension is this? Once they become a lord, after a massive leap in life level, their cognitive, observational, and comprehension abilities reach new levels, and their strength has the potential to further improve. Lords indeed grasp the essence of the highest level of power, but there still lies a difference in strength. The Starlight Lord has taken that step. The oldest cultivator, Yuan, has taken half a step forward as well. In their view, they believe that Luo Feng, who breaks laws with force, will also take that step. The land of origin itself is special, and after being refined and arranged by our 7 lords into a formation, and hidden in this time and space, everything here is completely concealed, said Lord Naigu. But once Luo Feng's avatar from his home tries to break through, it will be discovered by the outside world. Rest assured, I have locked the time-space of the quiet room in the cave mansion where Luo Feng is in retreat. At the moment Luo Feng fully breaks through, I will immediately alert him, said Starlight. Other lords nodded in agreement. Luo Feng's breakthrough must remain confidential, Yuan said. Only then can we achieve a successful surprise attack. We've got to deal a hard blow to those ancestors. Make them pay a sufficient price. Jin's eyes bore a killing intent. This is the war with the greatest losses we've ever faced. Numerous world clusters have fallen. Countless creatures have perished. Minghuang's eyes flickered with golden thunder. Those ancestors must suffer a heavy price. The birth of a new lord must remain confidential. If Luo Feng is exposed, those ancestors might temporarily retreat. Even if they don't, as long as they're mentally prepared and ready to withhold power to counter the ambush, the effectiveness of the ambush would be greatly diminished. First, wait for Luo Feng's full breakthrough, Yuan said. At the moment, the 7 lords are all watching the quiet room in the cave mansion atop the peak of a mountain on Primordial Island. Luo Feng absorbed the experience and lessons of his previous 15 avatars. In this attempt to create the primordial life and death Tao, Luo Feng was prepared for failure and also prepared to endure through long ages. But what astonished Luo Feng was, this time, in creating the primordial life and death Tao, when it was more than halfway complete, visions began to appear. Wisps of deep cyan power emerged around the secret pattern map. These wisps of deep cyan power circled the secret pattern map, flowing as the secret patterns did. Luo Feng could sense that these deep cyan powers were some kind of highest level power. Dao is power? Luo Feng could perceive this process. Primordial force is the most basic power existing in the infinite primordial space. But this power, drawn by the mostly formed Dao, was naturally transformed, becoming the highest level power. A Dao more than half formed already becomes the highest level of power. Luo Feng understood he was on the right path this time, and he had completed the most crucial core part by himself, walking 90 miles, still 10 miles off. At this point, putting forth all efforts is more critical. Luo Feng continued to perfect the primordial life and death Dao, integrating secret patterns one by one into it. The vast secret pattern map bore cyan, black, and deep cyan secret patterns. In the outer regions of the secret pattern map, cyan and black secret patterns wove together. The deeper he went, the more the two colored secret patterns gradually merged, finally into one, turning into deep cyan secret patterns that formed the origin. As the spiritual consciousness system finally completed, the entire secret pattern map shimmered with a faint golden light. With the last step, the physical body system was completed, and the secret pattern map lit up with a faint blood light, somewhat resembling the Star Tao blood scale. Boom, a massive, perfect secret pattern map emerged. Luo Feng gazed at it. It was the culmination of his endless efforts, his comprehension of the most perfect Tao. At the moment of its achievement, Luo Feng felt his life continued through the Tao. In the past, Luo Feng needed to rely on avatars to survive. Now, though Tao is also a part of his life, he could exist through the Tao. Wherever the Tao was, he was. He could cast down avatars in vast and boundless areas, small as they were. Those avatars could absorb energy and grow. Finally, I have created the primordial life and death Tao. Luo Feng was emotionally stirred, looking at the secret pattern map glimmering with various hues before him. With a thought, the secret pattern map vanished without a trace. Tao can be tangibly manifest or completely invisible. I finally did it. Real secluded retreat time just over 2.5 billion eras, and he succeeded. The external elapsed time was less than 2,000 eras, and in such a brief time, the war situation hadn't changed much. The source world of the land of origin was still intact. Luo Feng, congratulations on taking this step. Starlight Lord's voice sounded in Luo Feng's ear.